Hey everyone, it's Kenton Becker, American Pacific Mortgage. I'm here again with another weekly video tip for you. Now, a question that I've been getting asked a lot is, should I buy now or should I wait? This is kind of more of a market update, and so probably over the next couple weeks, I'm going to talk about this topic. Today's topic, I specifically want to talk about some of the pros and cons to waiting versus buying, and some conversations that I've had with clients over the last couple weeks. I've really been trying to find a good whiteboard that I can stand in front of to kind of show an example. And so I had an idea, so hang with me on this.
All right, so honestly, this was the only whiteboard that I could really find. It's up in our homeschool room in our house. But what I did is I put a couple different scenarios up here. And when I'm talking with clients, a lot of times, what I'm telling them is the decision to buy now versus wait. There's really only 4 outcomes that you can get if you decide to wait. There's outcome number 1, which is that house prices continue to go up and rates go down. Okay, that's a pretty likely scenario. In fact, I would say that's probably the most likely scenario over the next 12 to 18 months. The problem with this though is that even though interest rates go down, you're still paying more for the house. So at the end of the day, you still kind of lose with that higher price for the home. Scenario number 2 is probably the worst case scenario for you, in which case the house prices go up and also rates go up. I think in the short term, that's what we're gonna see. Over the next 12 months, we're probably gonna see more of this. In that case, waiting until the end of the year, waiting until early next year, you might actually fall into that category where you pay a lot more in your monthly house payment. The third scenario is that house prices go down, which is great, but rates go up. Okay, in that scenario, you still lose. If their interest rates keep going up, but you get a better deal for the house, I've talked about this in previous videos, you're actually not coming out ahead. You still will have a higher monthly payment. And people are seeing that right now with interest rates up just from the beginning of the year. They're seeing how much interest rates can actually affect the monthly payment. Now, here's the only scenario where you actually win, which is scenario number 4, in which case house prices go down and interest rates go down. Honestly, this is probably the most unlikely scenario because we really don't see house prices going down in the near future. There's just too little of inventory. There needs to be a lot more inventory for home prices to start to make a dip. Here's the other problem with this. As soon as interest rates go down, that's gonna have a lot of buyers come back on the market. Those who were maybe sitting it out, they decided to get into a 6-month or 1-year rental, and they start seeing that interest rates are going down, they're gonna flood back into the market. And what happens when you have a lot of buyers and not a lot of sellers? You have the same supply and demand issues that we have right now with higher home prices. So I predict that even if interest rates do start to go down in this scenario or in this scenario, you're still going to see house prices go up because there's going to be more buyers in the market than there are sellers. So out of these 4 scenarios, you lose on 3 of them and you only win on 1 of them. You are banking on this one scenario to happen if you decide to wait over the next 6, 12, 18 months, 2 years, however long you think it may take. But that's a lot of risk. You know, if you go to Vegas and you had those kind of odds, you probably wouldn't want to take those odds. So that's what I've been telling a lot of my clients. Now here's the other part of this. Let's say that you buy a house today and house prices are up, but 6 months from now or 12 months from now, rates go down. Well, a lot of those clients I'm saying, hey, give me a call. We can help you with a refinance. If rates go from 5% or 5.25% where they're at today, and they drop to 4%, you can definitely take advantage of that by refinancing and actually getting those lower interest rates. So you're never locked into the rate, but when you get into that house, you've set that price on the house and you don't have to worry about it continuing to increase. So hopefully that gives you something to think about. Give me a call if I can help, or if you have any comments or questions, you can comment below. Thanks so much for joining me here in front of the whiteboard in my schoolroom. Have a great week.